On the news tonight, JAMB's inclusive policy, over 500 physically challenged starts for 2025 UTME. Clearing sue for dedication and loyalty. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Fatima Hassan and here are the news in details. Ongoing transformation of Nigeria's public procurement system has received a boost with a launch of the Nigeria's Procurement Certification Program to sustain transparency and accountability, in line with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda that is focused on purposeful leadership. Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris embraced the initiative as a transformative tool that will address the challenges in the public procurement. Sally Abdullahi Gwanara reports.
The birth of a unique procurement certification portal is an initiative by the Bureau of Public Procurement to enhance monitoring and oversight of public procurement, set standards to meet global best practices, and make public service transparent and accountable.
This also includes partnering with the states and local governments. Together, we'll move the 54.99 trillion budget to actualization, towards giving us value, ensuring we reduce wastages, ensuring we create employment opportunities.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation says this is the right thinking that is already offering digital access to procurement processes and providing effective governance in Nigeria.
The introduction of this digital portal is not just a technological upgrade. It is a transformative tool that addresses some of the most critical challenges in public procurement, such as persistent bottlenecks, including suboptimal procurement practices. Now, in the past, we know that once any head of agency or any minister takes anything to the BPP, you don't really know what sample it takes. But under Dr. Ijebu Ode, he has a time frame. The citizens of Nigeria must understand that this portal is not just a tool for government, it is also a tool for all of them to demand better services, to expect greater transparency, and to hold institutions accountable.
The minister was among dignitaries at the launch of the Defense Holdings Company Limited. Here, he acknowledged the deliberate investment in the military by the renewed Hope government within the last 2 years as a promise kept in the fight against insecurity.
I call on the media to please help by imbibing media literacy so that all purveyors of fake news can be identified and be punished. We cannot, of course we have press freedom. Press freedom is the responsibility of every government to keep. But I want to say that freedom of expression also carries enormous responsibility. You cannot publish falsehood and think that you are doing press freedom. Press freedom is only a...
The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs is widening its scope by involving public-private partnership in eradicating gender-based violence and giving psychosocial support to victims in Nigeria. The latest among this is signing of a memorandum of understanding between the ministry and non-governmental organization. Ungozi Technical reports.
Victims of sexual and gender-based violence cut across all genders, with women and girls, was hit. Giving a holistic support to such victims informed the endorsement of the MOU with focus on strengthening sexual assault referral centers, SAC, enhancing budget and policy reforms, as well as improving healthcare services for survivors.
Today marks more than just the signing of a document, but a significant milestone in our shared journey towards strengthening Nigeria's response to sexual and gender-based violence. It marks our collective commitment to ensuring that survivors of sexual violence are no longer left to suffer in silence, but given access to survivor-centered, high-quality healthcare and support services across our nation.
Our organization's partnership will ensure the establishment of sexual assault referral centers that provide all of these services. And these services will be provided for free of charge.
With the document signed by both parties, it is hoped that succor will come the way of survivors of gender-based violence in Nigeria. In Abuja, Ngozi Technical, NTA News.
The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has once again demonstrated its commitment for inclusive education by supporting 500 physically challenged candidate seats for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam (UTME). The candidates are writing their exams across 11 specialized centers nationwide. Nta Ijebu Ode reported that while monitoring the ongoing UTME at the Center for the Blind at the National Open University of Nigeria now, Abuja, the Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaiba Ahmed, applauded JAMB's sustained effort in breaking barriers in Nigeria's education sector. His report.
Since 2017, JAMB, through its Equal Opportunity Group, has conducted UTME examinations for persons with disabilities. Now, in its 9th year, the initiative has benefited a total of 3,490 candidates who sat for the examination at 11 designated special centers across the country. This year, 501 candidates with various forms of physical challenges are writing the UTME examination under this inclusive framework. At the Abuja Center, where 33 candidates took part in the exercise, I met Danladi Paul, a visually impaired candidate who completed his secondary education in 2021 at Government College, Obi, Nasarawa State. Danladi aspires to study mass communication at the Nasarawa State University, Kefi.
I want to be as radio programmer so that I'll use that advantage to voice out for our colleagues which they are still at home.
Another candidate, Joy Vincent, also shares her experience.
Before now, I personally thought that there was no hope for visually impaired to go to school, but I found out that there was hope for us, and I'm thankful.
Professor Suwaiba Ahmed praised JAMB for aligning with federal government's inclusive education policy. She notes that the body not only ensures accessibility for candidates, but also cover all associated costs and provisions of personal aids for each special needs candidate.
One of the major visions for the country is creating opportunity for every Nigerian. Being physically challenged or being deaf or being special needs does not mean that you cannot actually contribute to your own development, to development of your family, but also generally to the development of the country.
We mainstream also their peculiar needs. Peculiar need is that no announcement is made at any center where a deaf candidate is, except in written form.
JAMB reiterates that its commitment to equity and inclusivity remains non-negotiable, and as part of its support, the board presented new braille sets to each visually impaired candidate to assist in the academic pursuit. Nta Ijebu Ode, NTA News.
The need for ministers of God to be dedicated to God and be loyal to their families as well leaders has been stressed. This forms part of the sidelines of Ministers' Conference put together by Abiding Grace Foundation, Nta Ijebu Ode. Anthony Ganduno has the details.
The 22nd edition of the annual Abiding Ministers Conference brought together over 100 ministers of God drawn from different denominations across Ijebu land to drink from the pool of experience of other highly revered ministers of God. The theme of the one-day conference was loyalty and was viewed from 3 angles, where 2 different speakers and the founder of the Abiding Grace Foundation, Reverend Mike Oluniyi, spoke on the need for all and sundry to be loyal in everything they do.
The mindset of I don't care. Whatever happens to the nation, I don't care. All I want is let it be well with me and my family and my church and my tribe. And no, that is the basis of the problem we have in our nation, Nigeria, where we cannot say, let it be well with my nation.
Well, in the first place, for you to be loyal to God, you need to establish a relationship with Him. We are emphasizing the fact that you need to spend time with God, because you will need to know God to be able to be loyal to Him.
We aim to equip the lives of people for ministry. So our focus is mainly, most of our programs, this one and that of November, is about ministers of God. And talking about the
the theme for this year, loyalty. You know, the theme for every conference that is inspired by the Holy Spirit is that somehow the inspiration will come that this is the theme for this year, and you start working on it.
Some of the attendees who shared their experiences said the theme of the conference is an eye-opener.
Concerning loyalty, for us to be loyal, first and foremost to God, our Creator, and next to our family, because everyone comes from a family.
What I discovered today that I know to put it in practice is what that you should encourage Christians to be in politics. When you don't involve, how do you want to correct the lapses? How do you want to correct so many things that is happening in politics?
I gain so much. We gain on how we can be loyal to our country, to be loyal to our spouses, and to be loyal generally in our calling to God.
To further confirm the mandate of the Abiding Grace Foundation, which was commitment to strengthening homes and equipping lives, Reverend Olunluni distributed for free a book titled Premarital Counseling for Ministers and Intending Couples to all ministers to assist in guiding and counseling intending couples. The 2025 Abiding Ministers Conference also marks the 15 years of proclaiming the Word of God through distribution of gospel tracts. In Ijebu Ode, Anthony Gandon, NTA News.
We'll be going on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply, or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
What a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent. Happiness with every wash.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Osun is one of the states blessed with mineral resources, particularly gold. As part of efforts to ensure that states and stakeholders operate in consonance with federal government policies, a sensitization program was held in Osogbo to deepen awareness and compliance. Kayode Oladosun reports.
Nigeria's mining sector continues to play a vital role in the country's economic development, contributing significantly to diversification efforts and job creation. To strengthen this contribution, the federal government convened stakeholders in Osun State to foster dialogue, promote compliance, and chart a sustainable path for mining operations nationwide.
Federal government legislates. Mining is in the exclusive list, but yet federal government cannot do it all. So government needs the collaboration of critical stakeholders.
The best is that we should cooperate and follow the rules and guidelines that has been put in place for us to harness all these resources and be beneficial to everybody and the Nigeria in general.
For Osun State, the forum provided an opportunity for miners, host communities, and state government to collaborate in creating a safe and sustainable mining environment.
You are trying to follow the direction of the Honorable Minister now. So now you use your license or you lose it. And
This forum is centered on how best can we look for investors that will definitely use the licenses.
High point of the sensitization program focused on advancing Nigerian mining sector through nationwide collaborative initiative for policy, advocacy, enlightenment, and stakeholders engagement. In Osogbo, Kayode Oladoshu, NTA News.
1,700 vulnerable and indigent residents in Lagos State have received various vocational tools and equipment to enhance skill development and boost the economy of the state. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu presented the items to the beneficiaries at the year 2025 Micro-Enterprise Support Initiative Empowerment Program held in Ikeja, Lagos. Joyken Akpaboya reports.
After 3 weeks of free intensive training at various vocational centers across the state, these 1,700 beneficiaries of the Micro-Enterprise Support Initiative for Vulnerable and Indigent Residents in Lagos State are ready to excel.
I have 2 workers working with me, and this made me to be an employer of labor, and I'm still striving to do more.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the initiative is part of his administration's mission to empower women and combat poverty. He urged beneficiaries to make good use of the opportunity, grow their businesses, and create jobs.
You are part of the ecosystem that is called the Lagos economy. You don't have to come to Alausa to be part of that. All you need to do, and which you need to tell the others, is to ensure that when the next set of training starts, make yourself available. Reach out to any of our skills development centers. And once the training starts, dedicate yourself. If it is 6 months, if it is 9 months, if it's what, make sure that you take it very serious. Because at the end of it, government will come to support you.
State dedication of empowering women and those especially vulnerable through poverty alleviation is truly commendable. The Mercy program is a shining example of this administration commitment to creating opportunities for economic growth and development.
Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Cecilia Dada, says Lagos State Government has redoubled its efforts on social inclusion and economic reliance and is determined to reduce poverty among residents.
These tools are not just items. They are stepping stones to stability, self-reliance, and success. Your success will become the catalyst for further growth, inspiring the next generation of micro-entrepreneurs across our state.
Items distributed to the beneficiaries by the Lagos State Government include hairdressing kits, sewing and stoning machines, barbing kits, and grinding machines. In Lagos, Joyken Akpaboya, NTA News.
That's all we have for you tonight on Nta Ijebu Ode is at 7. Join us tomorrow for more interesting stories. Good night.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply. Or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
What a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent. Happiness with every wash.